Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Dave TV for the 1st of November. Wow, October flew by, didn't it? It sure did. Yesterday, Halloween, I dressed up. I was going to dress up as Bill Hess, but then I thought, no, I want to go as somebody really good looking, so I dressed up as Chris Plante. And I really scared people last night. Obama! He's evil! I'm making quote marks with my fingers! And the little kids just ran away from me. So I have a friend who is, he has a huge video collection. And he's decided for Halloween to give up horror movies. So he said, Dave, I'm going to give away all my horror movies. Would you like them? And I said, sure, what the hell? I'm not a huge horror movie fan. I mean, I like Hitchcock and stuff like that. I don't like these, newer. I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but I like suspense. I like Hitchcock. But anyhow, so he comes up and says, Dave, do you want my old horror films? And I said, oh, what the heck? If I could find someone who'd like them. So he gives me this bag. And I'll just show you. Look at this. This is wild. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. Silent Hill. A lot of these were like little blockbuster movies. I'm just going to take, The Ring. Rest Stop, horror movies. The Girl Next Door. Look at them all. Look at them all. 30 Days of Night. Josh Hartnett. Now, that might be a good movie. I may keep that one. Day of the Dead. I Spit on Your Grave. Man. Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. Zombie Apocalypse. Dead and Deader. The Ruins. There's more. And wait, there's still more. There's still more. Borderland. Of course, the unrated director's cut. The Hills Have Eyes, unrated. And finally, The Hill. What is that? 2 of them, huh? Well, anyhow, 2 versions of The Hills Have Eyes, unrated. Well, okay, when I'm done watching one, I'll watch the other. So that was my Halloween present. So didn't bother to put my boots on this morning. Oh. So what am I here for? I'm here to do my little show, aren't I? So I turn on WRQX this morning, and I hear Bert Weiss piped in from Atlanta. WRQX, which used to be called Mix 107.3 and is now called All the Hits 107.3, was 21st place in the ratings last month in October. They're usually like 10th place or 8th place or 11th place or something. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Jack Diamond got bounced back in the spring. And some of it has to do with the fact that there's just a lot of competition for that kind of top 40-ish contemporary hit music on the DC radio dial right now with Hot 99.5 and Fresh and PGC and all that. I was saying previous Dave TV when I did the ratings that I think that 107.3 is probably one of the prime top candidates right now for a format flip. And some of my radio gurus out there said, this would be a really good idea. What if on the 1st of November, which is today, look at my eyebrows, I need to trim them again. The 1st of November, which is today, what if WRQX just dropped everything and went to all Christmas tunes? Okay? Now, a couple of things. Number one, they would beat WASH to the punch because WASH doesn't usually go to Christmas tunes until like a week or so before Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving's late this year. So that means that WASH won't go to Christmas tunes till something like the 20-something of November. So that's 3 more weeks away. So that would give RQX 3-week jump on WASH. It would also propel them up to the top of the ratings because people love that Christmas music, and WASH goes right to the top of the ratings, even beats WTOP for that holiday month there. That the ratings firm squeezes in around Christmas time. And, what if RQX did that? They would shoot up into the top 10. I would bet you right away. And then you do that, what's called stunting with Christmas tunes, and you can still run your ads and even have your DJs on, I guess, I don't know, or just play Christmas tunes and ads, and really hype it. Washington's official Christmas station, 107.3, all the Christmas hits, that kind of thing. And you do that up until right after Christmas, and then of course you flip to something new, or you just flip to a re-imaged version of what RQX is, but you flip it to something different, and I think that would have been a really good idea. But of course, they didn't do it. Now they could still do it. I mean, maybe tomorrow or maybe Monday or something, but do it. I thought November 1 would be a good day to do that, but it would fix the station. Poor old Cumulus here in Washington with RQX down the tubes and MAL such a joke. I should rename the morning show on WMAL the Ding Dong Show with Ding, Larry O'Connor, because he's a dingbat, and Dong because he's full of dong. There, what's his face? The Beach Boy guy with Brian Wilson. But anyhow, I digress. So anyhow, some big news yesterday. FishbowlDC apparently says adios to Betsy Rothstein and Peter Ogburn. It's funny. I'm a liberal, and I always have sympathy for people, even people I can't stand. I felt sympathy for Mitt Romney when he lost the election. I felt bad for him. I do. I feel sympathy, even people that I don't like. When their careers come crashing down. I'm sure the day that they fire Larry O'Connor and Brian Wilson, I'll feel sorry for them. I will. I do. I tend to be that way. I'm a liberal. I'm a bleeding heart liberal. There was a good line in one of Woody Allen's movies where they have this black maid working for some Jewish couple or something, and the wife goes, why don't you fire her? She's stealing. And the Jewish guy goes, but she's poor. She's like, she deserves to steal from us. And I'm kind of like that in a weird way. I feel that. But anyhow, Betsy Rothstein and all that's going. I don't know. Betsy Rothstein was an acquired taste. In a way, she was funny and snarky, and in a way, I kind of liked the fact that she could sit there and take a lot of these highfalutin egomaniacs on Capitol Hill media type people and kind of bring them down to size. I liked that. But the other thing was she was really ruthless and mean to people, and in her if you're going to do that, keep it funny and light. But she would get. Obviously, she's got some twisted demons in her soul, and she would just take that and crush it down on people and pounce and pounce and pounce and pounce over and over again. Like, Gene Weingarten, who you may or may not like. If you don't like him, that's fine. But, just to continually bang, slam, and get mean on it. And to the point where it became kind of pathological. And people were staring back going, well, what's with this chick, And there's something in there. And she did that to me too. She would claim I stole things from other websites. When you look at DCRTV and almost everything on my webpage is credited. The Washington Post steals from me and just pretends they got it. That happens all the time. But if I like Don Geronimo, what's this quote? If you think I've stolen from somebody, it's been stolen twice because he took it from somebody else. Anyhow. If I steal, it's just called appropriation because we're all aggregators like Drudge and everybody. We aggregate stuff. Huffington Post does that. I credit wherever I get stuff. Okay, I really do. And you look at my webpage, it's credited. According to the Washington Post, according to whatever. I credit almost everything that I don't break myself. So anyhow, that was kind of nasty. And she said I looked like a child molester. I didn't say I was a child molester, but she said I looked like one. Well, this is what a child molester looks like. Come on. And, just a whole bunch of nasty stuff like that. But in a weird way, getting written up by Betsy was kind of a weird kind of hey, Betsy trashed me. And everyone go, hey, congratulations. The question I have about Betsy and all that, it was not so much Betsy, because we know she was kind of a loose cannon, crazy lady, was why Media Bistro went on with it so long. Why did they let her run the site? Apparently she ran the site. And why did they just give her keys to just give her carte blanche to write anything she wanted? And, here's Media Bistro. Media Bistro is a company that sells services to journalists. That's basically what they do. They have seminars, how to improve your writing, how to integrate your for freelancers, and how to get more freelance clients, and how to do things on the web. That's what they do. They want you to join their little club there, and you pay money, and then you get all these benefits like seminars and stuff like that. And, so you're appealing to journalists. And then you run this Capitol Hill website that literally trashes, and I mean trashes, that rips that crap out of journalists. What's up with that? I don't know. If FishbowlDC instead was a lefty or a righty website that was going for a more populist kind of thing, and wasn't selling itself to journalists, I mean, I'm fine. Do what she wants to do. Do all that crazy stuff. But I don't know. And then they went over the line with, the whole thing with Wendy Gordon and all that. I mean, it wasn't, when you do humor, you have to keep it kind of lighthearted. If you're going to do a dig at somebody, keep it lighthearted and that kind of thing. You don't want to overdo it to the point where you really look creepy. And I think Betsy did that. I feel sorry for Betsy. I really do. I mean, my liberal bleeding heart. I hope she's okay, blah, blah, blah. But, wow, what a whack job. But I still got to wonder. I'd love to talk to some higher ups there at Media Bistro and figure out what the F are they thinking, keeping her on so long and letting her have such free reign, because I think they're the ones to blame for this giant fiasco that was FishbowlDC. I'm sure they'll hire some people there and they'll bland the site out. You go to Media Bistro's other sites and they tend to be kind of dull and bland, and I think they're probably going to do the same thing here. It'll just be, whatever. So, whatever. Good luck. Bruce Johnson gets punched. So, Paul Farhi does a big piece today on, was that news? Bruce was covering a thing in Southeast DC of some home invasion or something, and some lady who apparently lived in the area didn't like him and went up and started grabbing at his camera and all that. And of course, it was a big hype thing. Channel 9 led with their news and big hype. A reporter gets assaulted. A couple of little minor punches, no injuries. And Paul wonders whether that was news. And I guess that's what Paul is. He's the great guru now. Sits back and the Bezos Post. It's a shame. I look at the Post, man, and it's a shame. Oh, what a sad little paper. It just continues to be a sad little paper. Rosemary Frasino Toohey, probably one of the greatest names in DC All News Radio history. This is Rosemary Frasino. Yeah, of course, her voice isn't this deep. She's leaving WTOP after many, many years, 20-ish years there for WNEW. So I guess that proves that WNEW ain't going away soon. If WNEW is hiring new people or still hiring people away from WTOP, I guess they're going to still be around. Jim Farley there at WTOP, the longtime programming guru, is retiring at the end of the year, and he'll still be consulting for the station. But I think one of his retirement presents, he would love it to see CBS flips WNEW to oldies, puts Don Geronimo on in mornings. That would be something that would make him just happy. But I even sense that over at TOP. A lot of those folks that work at WNEW are good friends with Jim Farley, because he's the big kahuna here of Washington All News Radio. And he likes a lot of those people, almost all of them. And, Steve Swenson worked at WTOP. He's the head of the Washington CBS's Washington Radio Cluster. He worked at WTOP back in the day. They're all friends. And, even though professionally, I mean, it's a war going on there, but, they all like each other. So it's kind of interesting to see. When I smash some ideas around, I'll get some, people saying, oh, don't be so hard on him. He's a good friend, even though he does work at the evil rival radio station. So there is some of that. Anyhow, folks, we're hitting the 15-minute mark. Thanks for watching Dave TV for the 1st of November, 2013. Book 'em, Dano.